When you think of the American cowboy, what comes to mind? Perhaps you picture a rugged individualist astride a loyal steed, wrangling cattle across the vast expanse of the Wild West. The cowboy lifestyle was not for the faint of heart, and required those who followed it to be self-reliant and resourceful. In this episode, we will explore 25 trailblazing foods that sustained cowboys on the range. These hearty and nutritious meals were not only essential for survival in the harsh frontier environment, but also provided cowboys with the energy they needed to work long hours in the saddle. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and get ready to embark on a culinary journey through the Old West. Trail Boss Coffee. No list of cowboy cuisine would be complete without mentioning Trail Boss Coffee. This robust brew was an essential part of the cowboy diet, providing the caffeine boost needed to work long hours in the saddle. Trail bosses, the leaders of cattle drives, often started their days at dawn and worked well into the night, making coffee a crucial source of energy. In fact, it was not uncommon for trail bosses to drink several pots of coffee per day. The coffee was typically made by the cook, who would boil water and then add coarsely ground coffee beans. The resulting beverage was strong and unfiltered, but it was also a welcome respite from the monotony of the trail. For cowboys, drinking coffee together was a chance to socialize and swap stories, and it was an important part of maintaining morale during long and arduous drives. Hardtacker. When it comes to cowboy food, hardtacker stands out as one of the most iconic and enduring staples. This simple dish consisted of flour, water, and salt, which were combined and rolled out into thin sheets, before being baked over an open fire. The result was a hard, flat bread that could be broken into pieces and eaten as a cracker or used as a base for other dishes. Hardtack was a common sight at chuck wagons, where it was often served alongside beans, meat, or cheese. It was also a favorite snack for cowboys on the trail, who would carry it with them in their saddlebags to sustain them between meals. The beauty of hardtack lay in its simplicity. It required few ingredients and could be prepared quickly and easily, making it ideal for cowboys who had to spend most of their time in the saddle. It was also a highly versatile dish that could be customized to suit the tastes of those who ate it. Some cowboys preferred their hardtack plain, while others liked it seasoned with salt or pepper. Some even went as far as to roll the dough out into different shapes before baking it. No matter how it was prepared, hardtack was a welcome addition to the cowboy-esque diet and a reminder of the ingenuity, resourcefulness of those who settled the American West. Coffee cake, coffee. Cake is another beloved addition to the cowboys' culinary repertoire. This dense, moist cake was often enjoyed during breakfast, providing a hearty accompaniment to the strong pot of coffee that fueled the early morning hours. Unlike the lighter, crumbly coffee cakes of today, cowboy coffee cake was a more substantial affair, sometimes incorporating ingredients like dried fruit or nuts for added flavor and nutrition. The cake was typically cooked in a cast-iron skillet over an open fire, giving it a unique smoky flavor that was well suited to the frontier lifestyle. The heft and richness of coffee cake made it an ideal trail food, as it could be cut into wedges and eaten on the go. Cowboys would often take a slice of coffee cake with them on long rides, knowing that it would sustain them until they could sit down to a full meal. And when the day was done, there was nothing quite like the smell of coffee cake baking over the campfire to signal the end of a long day's work and the promise of a warm, comforting meal. Salt pork. Salt pork was a staple of the cowboy diet during the 1800s. This inexpensive, long-lasting meat was a convenient source of protein for cowboys on the trail. It was typically prepared by boiling chunks of salt pork in water, then shredding it and mixing it with beans, potatoes, or other trail food. While not the most appetizing to our modern sensibilities, salt pork was a valuable source of nutrition for cowboys who often had to endure months on the trail without access to fresh meat. It was also a versatile ingredient that could be used in a variety of dishes, adding flavor and substance to otherwise bland meals. The preservation methods used to keep salt pork fresh for long periods of time, such as smoking or drying, also lent a unique flavor to the meat that was well suited to the rugged frontier cuisine. Bacon and eggs. The simple yet satisfying combination of bacon and eggs was a breakfast staple for cowboys on the range. This hearty meal provided the protein and fat necessary to fuel a day of hard work, and it was easy to prepare over an open fire. Cowboys were known for their love of eggs, and they would often carry them with them in their saddlebags, along with the tools needed to cook them. Bacon, which was typically cured and smoked over a wood fire, was a popular choice for cowboys, because it lasted longer than fresh meat and added a rich, smoky flavor to the breakfast plate. The sizzle of bacon cooking over the campfire was a sound that cowboys looked forward to each morning, and the smell was enough to wake up even the sleepiest trail hand. Pancakes. Pancakes were another breakfast favorite for cowboys on the range. This fluffy, comforting dish was a welcome start to a day of hard work and provided the carbohydrates and protein necessary to keep cowboys fueled. Cowboys were known for their hearty appetites, and pancakes were a great way to satisfy those rumbling stomachs. They were also easy to prepare with simple ingredients like flour, baking powder, and milk, and they could be cooked over an open fire in a cast-iron skillet. Cowboys often enjoyed their pancakes with a side of bacon or sausage, making for a truly satisfying breakfast. The tradition of serving pancakes at chuck wagon meals continued into the early 1900s, and the dish remains a popular choice for breakfast even today. Corned beef and cabbage. Corned beef and cabbage is a traditional Irish stew that became popular among cowboys in the 19th century. The dish consists of chunks of boiled tender corned beef brisket, cabbage leaves, and often potatoes. This hearty, flavorful meal was a welcome addition to the cowboy diet, providing a source of protein and nutrients that were essential for their health and well-being. The slow cooking method used to prepare corned beef and cabbage allowed the flavors of the ingredients to meld together, creating a rich, comforting broth that was perfect for a cold evening around the campfire. This dish was also highly versatile and could be adapted to the ingredients that were available. On the trail, for example, if potatoes were in short supply, cowboys might substitute other root vegetables like carrots or parsnips. Biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy is a classic Southern comfort food that found its way onto the tables of cowboys in the late 19th century. This dish consists of flaky biscuits topped with a savory sausage gravy. It was a hearty, filling meal that was perfect for a cold morning on the range. The combination of the buttery, flaky biscuits and the creamy, flavorful gravy was a match made in heaven, and cowboys were quick to embrace the dish as one of their own. In fact, biscuits and gravy became so popular among cowboys that it was said that some cooks would make several gallons of gravy to ensure there was enough for everyone to enjoy. Baked beans. Baked beans were another camp favorite that sustained cowboys on their long cattle drives. This dish consisted of beans, often navy beans or pinto beans, or slow-cooked with salt pork or bacon and molasses over an open fire. The result was a thick, hearty stew that was packed with flavor and protein. Baked beans were not only delicious, but also highly nutritious, providing cowboys with the energy they needed to work long hours in the saddle. The dish was also extremely versatile and could be prepared in a variety of ways. Some cowboys preferred their beans spicier, while others liked them on the milder side. And there was even some debate over the best way to cook them, with some cooks favoring a longer, slower cook time, and others preferring a quicker, higher heat approach. Noodles and rice. Noodles and rice were staple foods for cowboys on the range, providing a convenient and nutritious source of carbohydrates. These dried goods were easy to pack and store, making them ideal for long cattle drives. When it came time to prepare a meal, noodles and rice could be cooked quickly and easily over an open fire, making them a popular choice for cowboys who had to spend most of their time in the saddle. Rice in particular was a favorite among cowboys because it could be cooked in a single pot with other ingredients like beans, meat, or vegetables, making it a highly versatile side dish. Its mild flavor and soft texture also made it appealing to those who had grown tired of eating hardtack and other trail rations. Gumbo. Gumbo is a traditional African-American dish that incorporates a wide range of ingredients, including seafood, chicken, sausage, and vegetables. This hearty stew was a welcome addition to the diets of cowboys who worked on plantations or in other southern settings. The rich, flavorful broth and the variety of ingredients made gumbo a highly satisfying meal that was perfect for a cold evening after a long day's work. While not all gumbo recipes are the same, they all have one thing in common: a thick, often spicy soup that is perfect for a cold night's supper. Chili con carne is a spicy stew of meat and beans that originated in Mexico and became a favorite among cowboys in the 19th century. This hearty dish was perfect for feeding a crowd of hungry cowboys, and it could be made in large quantities to last several days. Chili was also highly adaptable and could be made with whatever ingredients were on hand, making it a popular choice for chuck wagon cooks. From Texas to Arizona, chili was a staple of cowboy cuisine, and it continues to be enjoyed by ranchers and cowboys today. Fried bread. Fried bread was a simple but satisfying dish that was popular among Native American tribes and later adopted by cowboys in the 1800s. This fried bread could be made with just two ingredients: it's flour and water, and it was a convenient way to use up leftover flour that might have been on hand after making hardtack or other baked goods. The dough was simply rolled out, cut into small pieces, and then deep fried in oil or grease until golden brown. Fried bread could be eaten on its own, but it could also be topped with beans, cheese, or other ingredients to make a more substantial meal. Pozole. Pozole is a traditional Mexican dish that consists of a brothy pork or chicken soup with hominy and chopped cabbage.
This flavorful,
hearty stew was a popular choice among cowboys who worked on ranches in the Southwest, and it was often served at special occasions or holidays. The origins of pozole date back centuries to the pre-Hispanic era in Mexico, and the dish has since become an integral part of Mexican cuisine. Its popularity among cowboys is a testament to its delicious flavor and its ability to sustain those who eat it. Tamales. Tamales are a traditional Mexican dish that consists of a steamed corn husk filled with a savory mixture of meat, cheese, or beans. These flavorful bundles were a popular choice among cowboys in the 19th century because they could be cooked quickly and easily over an open fire, and they provided a convenient source of protein and carbohydrates. The versatility of tamales is one of their key appeals, and they can be made with a wide range of ingredients to suit the taste of any cowboy. Churros. Churros are a fried dough pastry that is popular in many countries, including Spain, Mexico, and Portugal. However, it was in the southwestern United States that churros became a favorite snack for cowboys. The hot, crispy exterior and the soft, cinnamon-spiced interior were a delicious treat for cowboys on a cold night, and they were often served with a cup of hot chocolate for a truly decadent dessert experience. The popularity of churros among cowboys is likely due to their convenience and portability. They could be cooked in batches and easily distributed among a group of cowboys, and they were sturdy enough to withstand the rough-and-tumble life on the range. Chicharrones. Chicharrones are a popular Mexican dish that consists of fried pork belly. These crispy, savory bites were a favorite snack for cowboys on the range, and they were often served with a cup of hot chocolate or coffee. The crunchy texture and rich porky flavor were a welcome addition to the cowboy diet, and they were a great way to use up leftover pork that might have been on hand from a previous meal. The preparation of chicharrones is simple yet time-consuming and involves slowly frying the pork belly until it is crispy and golden brown. The result is a delicious high-fat snack that is sure to satisfy the cravings of any hungry cowboy. Barbacoa. Barbacoa is It's a Mexican dish that consists of meat that is slow-cooked in its own juices, often with chopped onion, cilantro, and lime juice. This flavorful, tender meat was a popular choice among cowboys in the 19th century because it could be easily cooked over an open fire, and it provided a convenient source of protein. The versatility of barbacoa is one of its key appeals, and it can be made with a variety of meats, including beef, lamb, goat, and pork. Each type of meat brings its own unique flavor to the dish, and there's no shortage of regional variations on the traditional recipe. Enchiladas. Enchiladas are a traditional Mexican dish that consists of corn tortillas that are filled with meat, cheese, or beans, and then covered with a rich sauce. This flavorful, hearty meal was a popular choice among cowboys on the range, and it was often served with rice and beans for a truly satisfying supper. The popularity of enchiladas among cowboys is not surprising given their delicious flavor and their ability to be cooked in large quantities. They were also highly portable and could be easily transported to different campsites, making them an ideal meal for cowboys who were constantly on the move. Caldo de palo. Caldo de palo is a traditional Mexican chicken soup that is often referred to as Mexican chicken noodle soup. This flavorful, brothy soup was a popular choice among cowboys on the range because it could be easily cooked over an open fire, and it provided a convenient source of protein and carbohydrates. The versatility of caldo de palo is one of its key appeals, and it can be made with a variety of ingredients. Some versions of the soup include chopped cilantro, avocado, onion, and lemon juice, while others feature chopped carrots, potatoes, and green beans. Jambalaya. Jambalaya is a traditional Creole dish that consists of a rice-based casserole with meat, seafood, or both, along with vegetables and spices. This flavorful, hearty meal was a popular choice among cowboys who worked on plantations or in other southern settings. The combination of rice, meat, and spices made jambalaya a highly nutritious and satisfying meal that was perfect for a long day's work. These hearty and nutritious meals were essential for cowboys to stay fueled and energized while working long hours in the saddle. Whether it was the comforting aroma of coffee cake or the rich, smoky flavor of barbecue, these dishes played an important role in sustaining the cowboys who tamed the wild frontier. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Till next time.